If you want to get wealthy, you're never, ever, ever going to do it as an employee. You will never do it. What's up, fruitful investors? In today's video, I want to talk about how I was a broke loser for so many years and now I'm wealthy. And I'm going to share the strategies I use to get wealthy. But before I do that, I just want to say that if you yourself are broke or financially handicapped, you don't have a lot of money, I'm not saying that you yourself are a loser. I'm not saying that I was either. You're not a loser as a person. You may be a fantastic person, and I hope you are. What you are is a loser in the game of the financial world. And be honest with yourself. People need tougher skin in this life, and I'm gonna be the first one, if I'm the first one, to hit it to you. If you are broke, you are a loser in the game of finances. Again, you're not a bad person, but it is a reality, isn't it? If you don't have a lot of money, you're losing. You're not doing something right. Be honest with yourself. The first step is realizing where you are, how you got there, that it is your responsibility, your fault. Everything in life is cause and effect. So take responsibility for where you are and where you're going, because that's gonna help you get to where you wanna go. The majority of people in life never ever do this. So if you're watching this video and you're a young person, you're saying, damn, Matt's right. I am a loser. I'm losing the game of finances. You are already like 30,000 steps ahead from everybody else who's 40, 45, 50, 55 years old. Then they realize, shit, I can't retire. I'm 55. There's no way I'm gonna retire. I'm fucked. I'm a loser. You don't wanna be in that place. So if you're 25 and you're finally realizing, I gotta change some shit, good on you, okay? So number one, how I was a broke loser for so many years. Problem was, I strived for what everyone else wanted, which was mediocrity. Go to school, get a good job, get good grades, get a good job, whatever. Problem was, in high school, I knew I was not an academic type personality. University and college was out, so what was I to do? It wasn't that I was a dummy or like I didn't understand math and stuff. If I wanted to do well in school, I did very well, believe me. If I wanted to do a good history report and I tried, I would get a decent grade. Not anything A+ or anything, but decent. Probably good enough to go to college or university, just like everybody else. Problem was, I knew that that mindset wasn't my natural, ability. I knew I wasn't going there. So I felt kind of like a loser and felt horrible what I was gonna do. Good thing was, my dad was a carpenter, his dad was a carpenter. He suggested maybe I should get into the trades. So in grade 11, grade 12, I started doing shop class and I absolutely fell in love with construction. It was definitely in my blood to do trade style work. So right out of high school, I did my apprenticeship. At 17 years old, I started my apprenticeship as a carpenter, started working for a company, learned a lot of stuff really quick. But I knew still that wasn't for me. It was back-breaking labor. I knew there was no way I was gonna do this forever. So I started doing some research on Google before Google was even good. I was like 19 years old, like 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago, researching how to make more money, how to get financial freedom, and real estate investing came up. With my background in construction and building houses, I knew how to renovate and build houses really well. I know how houses are built. I thought this is a perfect fit, and it's something I'm really passionate about as well. So I bought my first rental property at age 22. And at the same time, the same month I bought my first rental property, I was 22 years old. I was in my last block of schooling for my apprenticeship program. I also quit my job right there. So I was in school, quit my job, and I bought my first property. So I had all this debt, all these payments coming up, and no job to fund it. So I started my own business, renovating properties strictly for investors at the age of 22, right about there. And it was fantastic. I built a great business. I built a lot of contacts. A lot of real estate investors were wanting me to do work on their properties, and they were teaching me about real estate investing because I had my one property. And they said, Matt, I wish I knew a real estate agent in Kitchener-Waterloo who specialized with investors like you do with us on the construction side. These realtors know nothing about building, renovating properties, and running the numbers properly, but you do. I wish you were a realtor. So what did I do? It made perfect sense. I already wanted out of the back-breaking labor. At the age of 25, I became a realtor, and that's when I said, I'm done with poverty. I lived my whole life, mediocre, middle class, broke. My parents lived the same life. They were trying to teach me better, but I just followed kind of in the same footsteps, maybe a little bit better off, but I was still broke. And I said, that is it. I'm done with poverty. So what did I do? I became an expert in real estate. I realized that if you want to get ahead in life, you need to specialize and become an expert in something. That way there, you can truly help people to build their life, build them money, and that is how you're gonna get ahead in life. This is the whole point of the video for I'm showing you is that most people don't get this. If you want to get ahead in life, you need to help others first. In my shoes, I help them make a ton of money in real estate on a monthly basis or on a flip or whatever, and they trust me because I am an expert. There's nobody in Kitchener-Waterloo who knows how to invest in real estate better than me. I guarantee it. That is the attitude I have, and that is the results I produce. I am the best in this area. If you want to invest in Kitchener-Waterloo real estate, there's nobody better than me, and that is why I'm building so much wealth. That is what you need to do in whatever business or field you want to get into, whether it's photography, social media managing, whatever, you need to become an expert. But if you want to get out of broke and mediocre life into wealthy area, you need to start your own business. And that is the last most important step. You need to start a business. If you want to get wealthy, you're never, ever, ever going to do it as an employee. You will never do it. You can never make enough money as an employee. Even a doctor can be broke. They're never going to be wealthy as a doctor alone, even though they make 100, 200, 300, 400,000 for the most paid doctors in Canada. They're broke. They're still broke. Why are they broke? If they stop their job, if they stop being a doctor, no more money. Unless they invest in real estate, they invest in businesses, they do other things. Okay, then that business, that income is going to keep reoccurring on a monthly basis for the time that they quit. But a lot of smart lawyers, doctors, big paid employees still don't do that. They don't start a business. So whatever you need to do, start a business on the side. If you're already in photography, start your own photography business. If you're working for an accountant, get the steps going to start your own accounting firm on the side. It can be small for now, but you want to build it up to a big level. That is the whole point of this video. The reason or the way I got out from being broke is I started my own business. Now, the whole reason why this works is because there is no ceiling on the amount of money you can make, especially in a sales type business, which is real estate and real estate investing. It is all sales. Sales are the best types of businesses. And I hated that when I started. I was 25, 26 years old. I always said I will never be that shitty lame realtor with the car salesman jacket. I still don't do any of that garbage. But the reality is sales still are the best job to make a lot of money because there's no ceiling, okay? So that's the one thing you should take away. You don't have to be a sleazeball in business to make a lot of money. Believe me, that's the furthest thing I do as well in my businesses. But you need to get comfortable with the fact that you need to sell, because being a business owner is all about selling. And that's the only way, or one of the best ways, you're gonna get out from being broke. That is the video. If you liked it, if you learned anything, please click like right below to get access to my 12 free videos on how to invest in real estate. I'll teach you everything from A to Z. You can get access to that full video series by clicking on the link right below. And to find out more about my real estate investing apprenticeship program, about how we can partner together and buy sweet properties while I'm your one-on-one coach, you can find out more about that by clicking right about here. I will see you in the next video.